Work, kid. Work,
Been
kid.
way up for a minute now. Hold up, it's been a minute. Wow, I've been way up. I can feel it now. Tell my family I'ma get it.
All right, people. You guys are watching and or listening to another Nomadical video for your guys' entertainment. Be sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, share, and of course, subscribe for more. Nailed it. Because this shit is for your entertainment. That's right, people. This shit is for your entertainment. So again, be sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, share, and of course, subscribe for more because you can't beat that. Yeah, you guys are watching live with the Nomadic Cole. I've got a quick video. It's about the Dallas Cowboys. So bear with me if you're not exactly a football fan. But I'm going to do a little bit of explaining because on social media I've been seeing a lot of these Trey Lance stands. They keep saying stupid shit like, oh, they should just play Trey Lance. We're not going to win the season anyways. We should just give up and play Trey Lance. You know, Trey Lance, he's good. He might actually do something. Trey Lance, he can scramble. He can run. Trey Lance, you never seen him in college. He's great. You guys gotta love Trey Lance. So, anyways, I think Mike McCarthy is making the right decision about not having Trey Lance start, putting out Cooper Rush, testing out Cooper Rush, seeing what he can do. Fine decision. No, there's really no downside to keeping Cooper Rush out on the field, especially if the goal for Mike McCarthy is ultimately to try to rally this team back to 9-8. I don't think that's going to happen at all. My confidence for the Dallas Cowboys as a team and organization is low right now, but I do understand from a coaching perspective why you keep Cooper Rush out there and you don't just throw away the season starting Trey Lance. And I know people are saying, oh, but Trey Lance, he's not getting a chance. It's not fair. Mike McCarthy's being a big meanie. He's not starting Trey Lance. He should just start Trey Lance. He can run. But here's what I got to say about that. Look, Trey Lance, I said it before in the Trey Lance Sucks video. He's just not good. Okay, he barely had a college career. He was a COVID-19 baby, and he played on a bad, mediocre team in North Dakota, and he played a bunch of bum subdivision teams where he ran up the score using his legs. Okay, he did not play at a high level of football starting there. Then you look at the preseason. You look at Trey Lance's preseason record, and it's just horrendous. His first preseason, he barely did anything. His second preseason, oh my gosh, the picks that he threw were just horrible. And then you look at what he actually did on offense, and it was just mid. He mostly just handed off the ball a bunch of times until he got to the end zone, where he took his little scrambly legs, tricked the defense with a read option, and ran it in. And the only time he threw a passing touchdown was it got bobbled in the air, bounced around, almost picked off, and then some random bum off the practice squad, some tight end that nobody even knows. He's probably not even playing for the 49ers anymore. He just happens to be under it, and it just lands in his hands. That's the one touchdown that he got through the air. The rest were all rushing. And then his Cowboys preseason was just god-awful. There was one game where he threw 5 picks. It was awful. There's a reason he's not starting, okay? And then you look at Cooper Rush. Look, he wasn't drafted high like Trey Lance. He wasn't hyped up by the media. Nobody cared. But I saw him in the preseason. I even watched his first game. He threw a touchdown in that game. He did a good job. He game managed. He did what he was supposed to do. And then, he played well throughout his preseason. I think he has more wins than he does losses in the preseason, actually. And then you look at what he did in the actual games. You look at the win he got against Minnesota in 2021, coming up from behind and managing the pass for 2 touchdowns in that game. He did a really good job there. You look what he did in the 2022 season, where he beat not one, but both Super Bowl teams, both former Super Bowl teams, the Rams and the Bengals. He beat both of them. And then he also went on to defeat two division rivals. He beat the New York Football Giants and the Washington Commanders. That's right, he beat the Washington Commanders. And then he went on to give the Eagles a game before Dak came back off of injury. And then you look at what he's done this year. Yeah, a couple of losses have tainted the record. You know, he made it a game against Atlanta. He got an upset victory. More credit goes to the defense, but did get an upset victory against the Washington Commanders. Again, he got a big win against the New York Giants. Worked through for multiple touchdowns, including a touchdown to Brandon Cooks in that game. Did very well there. Didn't even get sacked once. Didn't throw a pick in that game. He just played a flawless game there. You know, there's the loss against the Eagles, but I'll give him that sort of leeway because, look, he was playing with so many hurt people, hurt offensive linemen, really absolutely no defense. I don't even think there was Micah Parsons in that game. I mean, it was just, you know, there was just no chance for them to win. The fact that he led a couple of decent drives, only for them to ultimately get fucked up by Ezekiel Elliott, is impressive in itself there, in that game. And then you watch what he did against Carolina, where he absolutely demolished Carolina. He threw for 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns against Carolina. Not a bad showing. Do you see Trey Lance ever doing something like that? Shit, man, I don't even think Trey Lance beats Carolina. And Carolina's god-awful. In fact, I think they're quite literally trying to lose. So, yeah. Anyways, the Cowboys report here is, right now, I believe we are, 6-8 now? Mike McCarthy is attempting as a coach to go for this 9-8 record. Look, we couldn't defeat the Bengals. You know, Cooper Rush, he tried his best. He made it a game. It was tight, like I said it was going to be, but I didn't think we were going to win. We're playing the Buccaneers next. They have Mike Evans and Vita Vea on their team. We're going to get destroyed. The Eagles, maybe we have a shot. I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like the Eagles are gonna beat us twice. I have a bad feeling about it. Washington Commanders, if they have something to play for, if they have a playoff spot to play for, they will whoop us. If they do not have a playoff spot to play for and they're just playing for pride, you know, maybe they put the backups out and Cooper Rush makes it a game. Maybe it's close. Maybe Cooper Rush even sneaks out another victory. Doubt it, but it's possible. But yeah, what do you guys think? I feel like we're going to lose out the rest of the season. I just have such low confidence in this team. I do have confidence in Cooper Rush. I do think that had he had a better team, like similar to the team that he had in 2022, he can be a solid starter. But he does not have anywhere near that team. He does not have the weapons that he had. You know, he has a couple of guys he can go to. Jake Ferguson, Brandon Cooks. Sometimes CeeDee Lamb is open when he's not double covered the whole time. That's about it for him. He can also just hand off the ball to Rico Dowdle. I want to say this about Rico Dowdle. A lot of people are getting really hyped about him, and that's nice and all. You know, it's nice that he's running for a lot of yards and he's running up your fantasy league. But look, he's no Derrick Henry. He's no Christian McCaffrey. Hell, he's not even a David Montgomery. He's just not a good permanent starter for this team. And the only reason that he's running up the scores and, you know, he's running up all these yards, the only reason he's doing that is because he's been playing against god-awful teams. He's just not, like, you put him against a good defense and he's not piecing them up. He'll probably have good stats for the rest of the season because the next couple defenses are just trash. I mean, maybe the Buccaneers give him a little bit of a tough time, but they're not even one of the better defenses in the league either. But still, it doesn't look good for him. Skip does not look good. Anyways, this is the Nomadic Cole signing off. Let me know what you guys think about Cooper Rush and the Dallas Cowboys down in the comments below. Again, be sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, share, and subscribe for more.